Hey everybody, Rob McNeese from ESAD Marketing here on behalf of the Wildwood Business Association. Wanted to do a quick little video today and just show everybody how easy it is to kick off that first step in the whole WBA website process, and that is registering for an account on the WBA blog. All members of the WBA are entitled to become what we call contributors here on the WBA blog. Those contributors have the ability to add it or to add posts. We see all of our posts here on the left-hand side of the blog. They can add posts. They can also edit their static page, the page that corresponds to their particular membership. And they also have the ability to add events to the calendar. First step in that process, again, is to register for an account. All the way down at the bottom, below all the different blog pages, you'll see first a tag cloud. These are all the tags that have been used in all the posts and things that have been inserted already in the WBA blog. But beneath the tag cloud, you're going to find meta. And inside the meta area, there are a couple different things. If you want to go research more about WordPress, that's the software that all this is built on, you can do that. You can subscribe if you have news reading software. You can subscribe either to posts and pages or what they call entries and actually get those into your newsreader, or subscribe to the comment feed where people are commenting about posts and pages that are already part of the blog. Also, you'll see afterwards, after you register, you'll actually use this button to log in. What we're going to do first, though, is just go ahead and register. So we're going to click register. Two fields here, two pretty simple things. First thing we have to do is give a username. I'm going to use Perfect Sense. Happens to be a company I work with on a regular basis. We have to give Perfect Sense an email, and I'm just going to use my admin email. And I hit register. That's as simple as it is. They're going to basically make sure that user is valid, make sure that user isn't there already, and they're going to create a password for that user and send it to us. Okay, off in another window, I got the email, so I'm going to go ahead and log in. Get my password. If you're at your own computer and you want your browser to remember your password, you can check the Remember Me box. If you're at a public computer or one like I'm at where I log in as several different users to the site, you can leave that unchecked, but I'm just going to go ahead and log in. Once I log in, I'm going to have Google save my password there, have the browser actually save it. What I can see is I'm taken to my personal options page. Here I can change my first and last name, my nickname, what it's going to display my name as. In my case, I'm going to actually set my first name to be Perfect and my last name to be Sense Publishing. Perfect Sense is good as a nickname, but when I actually publish something, I want it to display my name as Perfect Sense Publishing instead of a smashed together Perfect Sense. I'm going to put in my website for my my entity, which of course is perfectsensepublishing.com. If I had AIM or any of those types of things, I would put them in. I can put a bio about myself, and of course, if I want to change my password, I can do that. The password that comes by default from the system is going to be a combination of letters and symbols and all kinds of crazy stuff to make it very hard to crack. You may want to use an easier to remember password, but again, if you use something tremendously easy, it's going to be easy to crack. It's something that if my business was Perfect Sense and I made my password Perfect Sense, then I'm just allowing anybody in the world basically to make one easy guess at that and log in using my password. So I always try to use something that easy to remember, but still contains uppercase letters, lowercase letters, some numbers, maybe an exclamation point, something like that. For our case, I've already changed our password to something good, so I'm going to leave it set to what it is. Once I click Update Profile, it's going to commit all this information that I've entered here. The first time I do this, Perfect Sense right now is set to be quote-unquote a subscriber. So there's some buttons you can't even see on here that I can see off in my other window in the admin screen. What I'm going to do is go ahead and change Perfect Sense over to be a contributor. And you'll actually see how this screen changes once that setting is changed. That's something that only I, as the administrator of the website, can do. Right now, all I see in here when I'm logged in as Perfect Sense is dashboard and profile. If I hit refresh right now, I'll notice that I have a lot more functionality. The difference between a subscriber and a contributor, basically a subscriber is just an ear out there that's listening for things. If content is directed to them, they can respond to it, but they're basically just an ear. A contributor, they're a mouth and an ear. The mouth, they can broadcast content. We've allowed them to broadcast calendar events, allowed them to broadcast posts, and we're certainly allowing them to update their static pages as well. So once I do that, now I see I can access posts. I can come into media. I'll be able to add things into the photo gallery and other places. We'll cover that in some of the other videos. But all my functionality is here. If I want to go look at my static page, I can come up to Pages. I should see there's one page out there that corresponds to this particular user. And I can edit it, I can view it, I can do whatever I want to it. Same sort of thing with posts. I happen to know that Perfect Sense Publishing hasn't added any posts. Perfect Sense Publishing can come in and view everybody else's post, but they certainly can't edit, for instance, a post from Living Word. Hope this shows everybody everything they need to register. Everybody get up and get registered, and just drop me an email at webmaster@wildwoodba.org, and we'll be happy to flip you over and make you a contributor. You'll be able to make posts just like I can. Thanks a lot. Of course, as always, have a nice day.